last drops from a crumbling economy, budget making has morphed from a duty to serve citizens into a desperate bid for the state's survival. And for millions of the poor who are barely hanging on, it's yet another demand to tighten already frayed belts. Last year's finance bill protests caused dozens of young lives, yet the regime, deaf and unshaken, presses on, hell-bent on taxing even the air Kenyans breathe.
Hey, your description.
Now remember, the budget time is almost around the corner. I think it's somewhere around this month, and the government is also supposed to just give its spending plans on the...
It's already before Parliament, the budget policies estimates, so MPs are scrutinizing them, then eventually tutakuja kuambiwa sasa out of that finance bill inasema hivi. For us to raise this amount, these are the taxes. Na tunaona ni kama itakuwa more or less what we saw last year. Really? Actually probably even worse, according to this description by the Standard.
Because sasa taxes pia itabidi wameongeza to just meet. We are working with
4.3 trillion.
4.3 trillion.
We've never gotten there.
Right now we are 3.9.
3.8 actually.
3.8?
Yes. So about 500 million shillings more.
Not
last year we did not have that much revenue collected. Yeah.
All right. The Parliamentary Budget Office report says here that the 2025-2026 budget perpetuates past policy failures, worsening the cost of living, taxes and public services. Instead of relief, the budget will increase taxation and, of course, debt. Other stories here: I will not be intimidated, says Gachagua. Yesterday we saw kulikuwa na chaos pale Kasarani PCEA Church. And of course, I wanted to say, as always, Gachagua, through fingers, he has fingered the president.
Yes, anambia directly, wewe ndio ulituma watu through governor wa Nairobi.
Amemuuliza, what is wrong with you? What is happening to you, President? I will not be intimidated. That is former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Citizens rise up against Trump. This story is on World Page 23. Wananchi wa US pia walienda huko wakasema must go.
Right. I've seen one of the cartoons ameambiwa anaweza form broad-based. Aende tu asalamie Kamala Harris.
So close yet so far for brave Sevens team.
And this one we have to clap for them.
Yes.
Oh, they finally to the finals of the Singapore Sevens, only coming short 21-12 against Fiji, but Kenyan lads did quite well.
Yes.
Congratulations to the rugby sevens team.
Absolutely. Making it to the finals.
That was a big deal. Yes. On the People Daily, MPs on the spot over missing bursary cash. That's a story there. They have pictures of some... watu wengi.
Did we call it wall of shame?
Well, kuna Johanna Ngeno pale of Emuru Dikir. Kuna the other MP, Bomachoge Chache. Kuna ingine Baringo North. Kuna Nyakach. Hata huyu rafiki yetu Abdirahman Mohamed Ali. Oh, hapana, si huyu ni mwingine. Abdirahman Mohamed Abdi Lafay. Hata Naisula Lesuda, Samburu West. MPs on the spot over missing bursary cash. You know, this is one big debate. And the CDF kitty majorly goes towards bursaries. So inamaanisha kuna watu, there had been claims that there were ghost students. Wanalipiwa school fees properly, but they do not exist.
Oh, wow.
Schools are sent checks, I think, wakishalipia wale wako wapo for real, pesa ingine narudi kwa MP. They pay tribute to Feroz Noroji, this legendary Kenyan lawyer. Say the passing of a legal sage and poet. I think this is one of the papers that has paid tribute to this gentleman. Chaos rocked Gachagua's church event. That's a story that we'll see across most of the front pages today. That's the People Daily.
Daily Nation, state jobs for those with godfathers. Betrayal. Now, an MP has unwittingly blown the whistle on an issue that has been a public secret for several years. And through successive administrations, political and personal interests surpassing institutions, powers in hiring teachers, police officers, and military personnel, among others. When will this blatant nepotism that has ruined youth's lives and futures end? an MP ni Betty Maina.
Alisema wanaenda State House wanapewa zile employment letters za TSC. So they're the ones employing teachers.
20 is the number of teacher slots. Each of 11 MPs were given at State House to pass on to their constituents, according to MP Betty Maina. They ask here, when will this blatant nepotism that has ruined youth's lives and futures end? Wanasema pia ghost workers wamejaa. So definitely godfathers, tuseme, are messing up this country. Scandal: judge revoked hiring of 1,400 tax assistants by KRA for lack of regional balance. That's just among the ghost job opportunities that are available. Other stories here: Alcoblow set to return amid surge in road carnage, and at least 1,139 people have been killed in road accidents in the last 3 months, raising concerns about a slide back into highway slaughter and prompting authorities to reintroduce alcohol tests for drivers nationwide. Transport Cabinet Secretary Davis Churchill said yesterday that they will do whatever it takes to bring sanity to the roads, and that includes the return of Alcoblow, among other measures to tame rising accidents. This photo here is a wreckage of a matatu belonging to members SACCO that was involved in an accident on the Bomet-Kericho highway on Saturday. The crash that involved 3 vehicles claimed 15 lives and left 14 people nursing injuries. Other stories here: chaos on the top strip of the Daily Nation. Chaos rocks Gachagua's church meeting in Nairobi that took place yesterday in Kasarani PCEA Church. A national drama festival kicks off Battle of the Titans as FIT starts. I don't know if you saw that story of Butere girls.
The play that had been banned.
Allegedly. A call from State House said, we do not want that play. Judge said, wacheni mchezo, that play will go on.
It's fireworks.
It's fireworks. About the Gen Z and whatever happened last year, June.
Budget inakuja tena.
The writer is none other than Cleo Malala. And you know what's funny is, in 2013, there was a similar occurrence with a script that was written by Cleo Malala. It was called Shackles.
A very controversial playwright,
Yes.
Cleophas Malala.
Yes.
Yes, a man of the times. There's this very interesting story here on the inside pages of the Daily Nation. Page 3, this lawyer, anaitwa
Donald Kipkorir,
amepata 1.3 billion shillings. The court has awarded him. Yes, 1.3 billion shillings legal fee windfall for lawyer Kipkorir after big win against City Hall. That's one thing. Unaweza soma on page 3. Another one, still on the same page, from the courts as well: bank manager fired for patting female colleague's backside, loses court battle. Chunga sana how you behave at work, by the way. Don't take these things for granted. Soma hapo uelewe kwamba unaweza pelekwa kotini for any of such misbehaviors. Yes, page 3 of the Daily Nation, matters from courts.
Absolutely. Other news: ODM will face Ruto in 2027, says Raila, and Mr. Odinga, who recently entered into a pact with President Ruto, says his party will challenge the incumbent in the next elections. That's the Daily Nation.
On the Star, gambling craze killing youths. Yes, we've seen this problem continuing to grow, most listed as varsity students and boda riders, pages 4 and 3. And betting in numbers, they talk about how Kenyans are spending up to 766 billion shillings cumulatively in 2024 alone. That's a whole economy. Yeah? Hii ingekuwa injected into a budget, tunafanya poa sana. Average spent daily 2.1 billion shillings in betting. 49 billion projected Kenya's gambling market in 2025. And 10,000, that's the number of direct jobs created by the industry. Meanwhile, 500,000 indirect jobs are there as well. Gambling craze. Maswala mengine pale: Ruto Kindiki keep low profile after 5-day Mount Kenya tour. Was it a success? That's a big question. Yeah? Was it a success? And Raila's ODM party suffers major financial setback ahead of grassroots polls. That's the Start today. It also pays tribute to Feroz Noroji, the lawyer, so they say a giant of law who challenged power.
You know, speaking of will it be a success, Daily Nation reports today that the president I'll keep off some regions because
Kuna mahali ya kwenda. You know, one of the places was Madeira. And the MP for Madeira had put up a very big, what do you call them? This
billboard?
Billboard, yes. With his image and that of the president. And so everyone was expecting the president would come, perhaps to open a market or commission a transformer or something. But then he did not show up. He did not show up. So people in Karatina were there waiting for the president. And can you imagine how embarrassing it is for the local member, area member of parliament? Hiyo billboard sasa atakuja toa, ataambia nendeni mtoe huko.
Tumekuwa alilala hapo Madeira.
Yes, Sagana State Lodge haiko mbali sana na Madeira.
Tuangalie karikacha.
Yes, just a reminder that for our State of the Nation coming away at 6:30.